Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. 2006 was actually a very phenomenal day, apart from the retrial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and also the case of Sunday Igboho in a faraway country, Benin Republic. The president, also talking about the president of Nigeria, Buhari, jetted out of the country to London, and he was there to attend a summit, which is Global Summit on Financing Global Partnership for Education, GPE 2021 to 2025, and was also out for medical checkup. But there's an update concerning that from the person of Rumour Omokri, who is a former President Jonathan's aide. And he said that Buhari is not actually, as the president, is not in his official residence in London, and he has mobilized, Nigerians who are in London to do this. And we're going to be looking at that. At the same time, yesterday, when the DSS was unable to produce, or were not willing to produce, the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of people started sending out rumors that Nnamdi Kanu is dead, and I don't know where they got that from. But today, another activist has picked up that issue, and he has sent a reply to the lovers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we're going to be looking at that reply at the same time. But before we do all of that, if you've not subscribed, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, let's look at the news in detail. The former presidential aide Rumour Omokri has called on Nigerians in London to find President Muhammadu Buhari. The president is currently in the United Kingdom for a global summit on financing global partnership for education, GPE 2021 to 2025, and also for a medical checkup. Omokri, in a recent video on his Facebook page, disclosed that he has spies watching Abuja house. Wow. The presidential official resident whenever he is in the UK, and so far, President Buhari has not been seen around the property. He said, according to him, I have people stationed at Abuja's house, London, to see if General Muhammadu Buhari would check into the house, but he was not there. I don't know where he is staying. I wanted to leave my bears in California to go to London to lead the harass Buhari out of London campaign like we usually do, but I just can't come to London except I know where this man is. Otherwise, it is going to be a mere exercise. We are not out there to entertain people. We are out there to achieve the purpose, and that is to make this man leave the United Kingdom, go back to Nigeria and fix the healthcare system. I want those of you in London to be our eyes and our ears. Be on the lookout. Find out where this man is hiding. Just find out his home. Meanwhile, in another development, the Deji Adeyanju, who is a well-known activist in Nigeria, has opened up on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being dead, according to some person, after DSS refused to produce him. The activist and former spokesman of the People Democratic Party, Deji Adeyanju, has debunked rumors that the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is dead. Adeyanju, in a statement on Tuesday morning, disclosed that the embattled Kanu is alive and well. It is recalled that rumors spread like wildfire on Monday after the secessionist leader could not appear in court for the continuation of his trial. Kanu had left Nigeria due to attack on his life and was repatriated back in June 2021 after being out of the country for 4 years. He was to appear before Justice Binta Nyako on Monday morning, but could not due to logistics issues. Adeyanju revealed that although Kanu is still alive, he was being subjected to inhuman treatment. He wrote, and I'm going to quote his writing, Adeyanju's writing, he said, Nnamdi Kanu not dead or killed by DSS, but they are subjecting him to inhuman and degrading treatment. This is why his lawyers must insist he should be transferred to the correctional center in Koje. And it has been gathered that the Kano's application to be transferred from the custody of the DSS to Koje prison was turned down by Justice Nyako, as we had also said in our previous video. All right, and this is quite an interesting one. But then let's look at the first issue objectively. I love looking at things, objectively. One of the reasons why Rumour Omokri is always out to, mobilize people to chant the need for the President Buhari to return back to Nigeria is whenever he's out for a medical checkup. At least, according to him, he said Nigeria should have a good place for medics, a good place for medical care, such that the president can also stay back there and be treated. But unfortunately, we do not have that. And the president is always checking out for medical checkup. But then, if you look at his journey this time around, talking about President Muhammadu Buhari, you will notice that he's actually going to UK to attend Global Summit on Financing Global Partnership for Education, GPE 2021 to 2025, which means he is not only going for medical checkup, but then he's going so that he can also, attend that meeting. So I feel at this point, it's overly not really needful to do that. And apart from that, if you look at the number of years that is remaining for the president, it's just barely 2 years, barely 2 years. And be picking up this attack and all of that, it's for us to awaken. This one is quite personal, and I believe that we all have a right to, say what we want. It's for us to prepare. If there will be 2023, it's for us to put our house in order to see how we can bring in people who are fit enough to lead Nigeria if we feel the current government is not performing superbly. You understand? Their performance is quite dismal, and we do not want a repeat of that. Then let's prepare for 2023, because if we keep on staying far away and we refuse to do what we are supposed to do, which is to ensure that we buy the minds of people and see how we can get the right person on board, it will be difficult for us to reclaim back what we feel we have lost. You understand? Because right now, the way things are going, I don't even think anything can, because if you look at our constitution, you will notice that the only way you can send packing any democratic government is, via passing vote of no confidence, which there's no hope of such thing happening. And also during the period of elections for us to turn out en masse and vote, though most people don't even trust on the electoral system of the country. But right now, I think we should try to pick up someone, forget about party differences, because the most important thing right now is not the issue of party. It's not the issue of this is my ethnic group and all of that. Every Nigerian today, we are faced with very difficult situation. And the ideal way to handle it is for us to ensure that we bring out a particular person who is fit enough to turn around the story of this country. And we vote for that person irrespective of our party differences. You understand? If we don't do that, we can still be crying over this one, but we don't know that there are some people who are vying for that position who will be worse than the current administration. The person, we will cry more tears even when the person come on board. So keeping quiet, the Bible is very clear on issues that it says when the righteous, are quiet, then the evil will prevail in the land, But when the righteous is on the throne, automatically the people will rejoice. That righteous, I look at it from the perspective of the person who have the capacity to do it, and who is righteous at heart, So this is one of the things we've got to be looking at. It's important we also look at that. That's just my opinion. I don't need to insult anybody or anything, but that's just my opinion. And then looking at the issue of Mazinam, I was so sure that nothing had happened to him. But the only thing is that there's a lot of fears. If you listen to our former videos, you hear a lot of fears because, man, when we're talking about IPOB, no be beans, now very formidable force, So, and they're ready to go all lengths. So I feel because when they saw the tension on ground and all of that, they had to like, let's not bring him out and all of that. For me, if you ask me, I would suggest that the government should sit on a round table, considering what we are currently going through. Sit on a round table with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and let's agree on some things, agree on something. I don't know what they're going to agree on, but then let a lot of things be put before him and let him understand how much we want to still be together. And if he still stands his ground that, hey, this country should give him a chance to, take out the South, to take out IPOB out of the country. Why not? There's just like most people normally say, we don't need to force this thing, We don't need to make it look as if without a particular tribe, there is no existence and all of that, If he wants it out, maybe he has a bigger plan, far better plan, for his people. Why not give him a chance, And let's do referendum and draw conclusions from that. That's my opinion,